What up, boys? Today we're over at Navarn Steppe, and you might be wondering, the fuck am I doing here? Well, I was kind of testing this method for Caphras. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying Navarn Steppe is the GOAT or the new strategy or some kind of secret spot, but I have been testing Caphras and seeing the ancient dust drop rate. So we're going to run through a Griffin rotation and see how common it is to get ancient dust. So I'll just go ahead, let you guys watch. Okay, I think that's the rotation, or at least somewhat of a rotation. Keep in mind, I don't farm Navarn. Like, this place is like ass. It's like omega ass, but oh, here's a Griffin right here. But keep in mind that this place is like, I would never come here under any circumstances other than what I'm doing right now for just testing purposes to see if this is even like a remotely decent idea, and it kind of feels like it is. Now, real shit, I got about 5 or 6, maybe even 7 Caphras, or not 7 Caphras, I'm sorry, ancient dust from this. So that's pretty good, and considering that you can swap servers and no one farms Navarn, granted when this video goes up, possibly some of you might see some more competition at Navarn, but as of current standard, nobody comes here because, well, as you saw, it's pretty worthless. I mean, there's the trash loot's meh, or even from Feather Wolves is meh, but the ancient dust is kind of thick. Now, I've been at this for a little bit now. As you can tell, I've got, 86 ancient dust. So, I mean, it's not like I haven't been doing this, so I've got some reasonable data to back this up. So, with 86, I've been doing this for roughly about 30-45 minutes perhaps, and going from each server. The ancient dust varies anywhere between 8 to 10 per run, so it's not 8 to 10, I'm sorry, 5 to 10 per run, so you'll have to kind of RNG that sort of situation. And then we also have raw Caphras that drop as well. The trash loot, like, this is just to pay for your repairs, buffs, or whatever. If you need buffs for tent or church, God forbid, I don't know what you would need them for, but That's what the trash load's for. Don't really expect a whole lot out of it. Something that's very interesting though, we get a decent chunk of stones for about 30-45 minutes, 21 weapon and 3 armor. That's actually not bad. And 86 Caphras, or not Caphras, I keep calling them Caphras, ancient dust. I mean, that's pretty good. That's like what, maybe 15 Caphras, yeah, something like that. I think it's more on the lines of 17, but either which way, 17 Caphras per hour. That's like what, 50 mil maybe? Let's see here. So 17 Caphras times their, like, the minimum or the median price is like 2.5 mil. That's 42 mil. I mean, is that good? And then if we add the trash loot, I mean, like what, 6 mil, and then the beaks are like 21k. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's nobody cares. Like I said, in all honesty, you're just gonna go ahead and sell the trash loot. Like, nobody's gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, the trash loot at Navarn Steppe, it's so OP. It's so OP, but it's not. It's really not. This place sucks dick. Outside of Caphras, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put away my ancient dust and old wisdom, run the roto a couple more times for you guys, just to show the consistency. Because if I just show you that, oh, I got 6 in one run, well, you're gonna be like, RNG carried. So let me go ahead and run this roto a couple times, and then you guys can see that there's actually some consistency here. All right, let's put away the Caphras. Let's put away the Layla's petals. So this is what I have in my inventory. Oh, the mansion voodoo dolls. For some reason, that also drops here, which is very strange. Didn't know that. So I think this is fine. Yeah, this shouldn't be anything weird. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go run the rotation 2 more times, and I'll let you guys watch the results. First, we gotta swap servers though, because I just ran the whole rotation and the respawn rate is fairly low. So you're gonna have to do this like quite a few different times, or just rotating servers. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swap. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't know why I ate a cron meal and put on a tent buff, but I did, just I guess for the sake of efficiency. If you want to do this as fast as possible and lower that 45 minutes down to maybe 30 or even less than that, if you have high AP or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run the roto real quick, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. That was one run right there. We got 4 ancient spirit dust. That's not poggies. I'm not gonna lie, that's not poggies. That's like the first time that's actually ever happened to me, like real shit. That's the first time that has actually happened to me. Out of like all the 84 Caphras, I typically get 5 per run at the bare minimum. This is legitimately the first time that has ever happened. All right, well, that's one run, so we're gonna swap service to another one and then try it again. All right, boys, we swapped on over to Rulapi, so now we're gonna move on to the next portion of this, and hopefully it's a better run than the last one. Because if this starts making a fool out of me, I'm gonna be real upset. Anyway, here we go, boys.
What a thrill with darkness and in silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday.
Okay, I think that completes our run, at least this time around. I feel like the last run, I think I gimped myself. I think I missed a pack or two, maybe even 3 of the griffins, because I felt like I killed more griffins on this run. So I believe we got, let's take a look-see here. We had 4 last run, and we are now up to 18. That's pretty poggies. I'm just saying, that's more on par with what I normally pull when, you know, I don't fuck up the rotation. So is this method like super top tier, super great or anything? I mean, no, not really, but I honestly can't think of another way to get Caphras this consistently. Just saying. I'm aware that like logging and whatnot, just going out and chopping trees down, I'm fairly certain, Jesus, that lag. I'm fairly certain that's a good way to get Caphras, but I'm pretty sure that it's not on the level of what I'm pulling, because typically in an hour I'm pulling almost 13 to 15 Caphras. So unless you're doing that with life skills or some other method that I'm unaware of, this is probably the most consistent way to get Caphras at a higher rate. I mean, just think about that. 13 Caphras per hour, and if you do this for 5 hours, I mean, you're literally making 65 Caphras. And 65 Caphras, and they're selling for about 2.5 mil. That's 162 million per hour. That's pretty nuts for fucking, what you call it, for Navarn Steppe, I'm just saying. And we also have a shot at the Griffin helmet too. Not to say that you're gonna get it, but you got a shot at it. And just to double check the Caphra prices real quick, let me just go down to the enhancement section. Caphra stones, and they're a little bit lower than 2.5. I mean, you can still sell for 2.5 at the high, but even if you're selling at 2.3, right, at 65 Caphras is what I said, at 2.3 million, you're 149 mil, like 149 per hour. Like I'm just saying that's still pretty damn good. On top of all that, I just gotta be honest, like, let's be realistic. What the fuck else are you gonna use Navarn Steppe for? There is nothing here. The trash loot is dog shit. The every drop here is nothing. It's either mansion voodoo doll or a griffin helmet that'll never drop for you in a million years. That's the highlight. That's the highlight of this place. There's really nothing else for Navarn Steppe. So I think the fact that it's Caphras of all things, that gives it some pretty decent value. Not to mention, I mean, you're paying for your own buffs by, killing the griffins and getting the feather wolves. And that's a key point too. Don't forget about the feather wolves, because a lot of the ancient dust came from feather wolves. I mean, you'll pretty much get almost 1 ancient dust per griffin pack, but ancient wolves can drop anywhere between like none to like 12. So and there's an abundance of them too, so you might as well just kill everything. And if you take a look here, look at this already. 7 weapon stones. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, when you're running low on weapon stones like myself, I mean, that's actually not bad. So anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. I mean, I'm just showcasing a Caphra spot. I'm sure it'll have some traction, so just be prepared for a little bit of flagging up and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna farm here. Fuck this place. This is way weirder than I expected, but it's an interesting find. But that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.
Yeah, she knows I don't need